Oh, yeah.
Hi. Hi.
Hello. Hey there.
How are you doing? Well, I'm not late. I thought I was late. Oh. Screw that part.
Did you run over here?
Yeah, I first thought I was late, so I was like, whoosh.
You want me to move down so you can have block on the table?
Oh, I'm okay.
We had any more problems with those guys?
As far as the cleaning issues, no, since Kevin ordered these toilet roll dispensers that will only give you so many sheets. And they haven't been plugged.
Good. If there really is such a thing.
Yeah.
Well, can you imagine that when you got water?
Toilet paper, they solve all your problems.
Right.
No, he ordered some for down at the lake too, because it's a problem.
If you want more, please put $5.
I mean, you'd have to stay in there 20 minutes to get, 20 sheets.
Wow.
I don't know, I'm gonna run down and get the sheets.
That's funny.
Yeah, right?
You guys are lucky to have Kevin. Kevin is.
Yeah, right.
Rock
Oh
star.
my gosh.
He's awesome.
Saved our thousands.
Lots of.
I had almost read one on the web.
Place to call it down.
One of those, I don't know, those satellite things.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy shit.
Oh, no, that's horrible.
Yeah, we're lucky.
Oh, that's awful.
I got stomped on.
A little fake. It's pocket watch.
That one's the, oh, it's already. I could have run down so you could have more better space.
No, this is perfect. So where you and I always live. Oh, this is somebody else's.
We could give you your own room.
Very funny. Oh, I see. I was like, what is this? Yeah, nice. The lion everywhere.
Yeah, are you the lead person for the county on microgrid?
I owe you an email. I told Cindy I was gonna do a doodle poll. She wanted to keep her crowd small,
you.
and so. I got permission from the county manager to invite a couple of our staff, not all of the staff we wanted, but a couple. So there we start there. And I owe you an invite to the doodle.
They send you, the last hydro team we had, I guess yesterday.
Yeah,
I was charged with looking into a couple things, so I
okay.
have responded to the team on that. Let me copy you on my response when I get home.
Okay, are those the days I should block and not?
No, it's just, it was my take on hybrid thing. We were
Okay.
looking into- It looks like it has to be sponsored, or at least for the planning phase.
Mhm.
It needs to go through utility,
Yep,
which is the only one that we have is Excel.
yep.
Okay, so I'm,
And he just called me because I sent some messages through some other government agencies and they got to him. And he emailed me and he was like, hey, I heard you wanna start a meeting, and I'm like, yep. So I'm gonna try and do that for us. I mean, I think we wanna meet first by ourselves and then
oh yeah,
ask him to join us. I don't wanna bring you to the first meeting.
no. And I can tell you what the hybrid team, and I'm sure Cindy will be involved.
Awesome. I'm just gonna write myself another note. I thought the, Claire pit's going right now. I see how he's doing on the side. They were keep standing out there, it's really nice.
Was it?
Yeah.
At least it's
Okay, because
choose.
I think the town has given Ron Grady, you know, permission to go ahead, if he's got people that wanna hang around the fire pit, you know, customers and stuff, he can go over and fire it up, that's kind of,
Who is that?
Ron Grady, the 511 owner,
Oh,
Oh, Brady's his last name, I didn't.
yeah.
yeah, I didn't even know his name.
I knew it was Ron,
I think it's Grady. Yeah, I think so, yeah, Ron Grady,
Okay.
but Cage you might have more information, that's kind of what I heard. Third, fourth thing.
I know. There was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 people out there, so.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's, what I see is.
Yeah. Well, and it's so pretty, you know, with the snow happening at the same time. So, yeah. Steve's like hurried up and stubborn.
Brady got the longer, I think that's how it plays for them, yeah. I would like it to have that longer. You know what my, you know what I'm reminded of is that scene in Star Wars, that Luke Skywalker takes off and it brings him home. That's what my, that's his picture.
Yeah.
So ever since those toilet paper dispensers have been installed, have you noticed like a uptick in hand washing soap? Or-
That's good.
I wonder, which one?
There has been an excess of phone calls.
Right, yeah. I don't know where these foreign cows are.
Yeah, now those are.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Made another one, huh?
Yeah. KG.
Ladies and gentlemen, your hero. You're a rock star, man. Can we introduce your salary again? I think they gave that to me and Rob last
Hey,
year.
you did buy that tractor, did you, Kevin?
Yeah, we bought that one.
That was a Christmas guy.
Yeah.
No, I mean the one at the event, did you go down to the event last week, or a couple of weeks ago? Well, you did, they stayed down.
Oh, no, but I did buy a piece of equipment off that truck.
Did you?
Of that, a grader blade for the backhoe.
Oh, nice, cool. Just got it online, you can go all the way down.
I went all the way down there.
Oh, you did?
Just had to day. Yeah.
Wow, that's dedication, man.
So, that's good, yeah. We're looking, so we'll see. Huh? Nice.
On this,
It does
New
fall.
Jersey?
The Colorado. Home of ranch dogs. They want us to do our cleanup day
So did you
too,
hear about this?
that day.
Yeah, that's great.
Right?
Yeah. But never made it.
I could actually participate in this.
I could too.
Get up here, brother.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's gotta be.
Say
You probably won't expect it.
Park and Recreation Commission, Town of Georgetown, regular scheduled meeting Thursday, March 7th, 2024, 6 P M. Notice and agenda for regular meetings. Town hall will be open to the public for the meeting. There's an option to join virtually. If you'd like to leave a comment, please call 303-569-2555, extension 2, or email town clerk at townofgeorgetown.us. They will give you details regarding the meeting. Agenda, call to order, roll call. Steve Callahan, here. Tom Paxton. Beth Luther,
Here.
Daniel Owen. Anshel Baumberger,
Here.
Rob Connell.
Here,
Agenda approval.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda dated Thursday, March 7th, 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approved. Minutes approval, November 2nd, 2023, and February 1st, 2024.
I'll move to approve the minutes of November 2nd, 2023, and February 1st, 2024, as presented.
I'll second.
All in favor? Approved. Audience business, members of the audience will have 5 minutes to present any matter of interest related to the town not already on the agenda. No official action to be taken at this time. Anyone?
We don't have anybody virtually, right? No.
No.
I just spoke with a gentleman named Peter, who said he was interested in joining the Parks and Rec Commission, so just wanted to let you know.
Awesome.
Peter Whirling?
He's a big tall guy.
I think so.
Yeah, he used to be on our committee. Yeah.
He played a joke on, no, just.
Yeah. He's fun. Hey, can you tell us a little bit about the Kentucky Forum thing that's coming?
Yes, it's going to be on the 20th. It will probably be at the community center, because we have a planning commission meeting in town hall that evening, it's gonna be at 6 o'clock. There is a form that Jess has posted on our Instagram and Facebook, so you can fill that out ahead of time. She is asking people to fill out feedback ahead of time, so if you could do that, that'd be awesome.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you.
Oh, new business, Parks and Rec, Kevin.
So I've been doing a lot of snow. The snow once a week. Then, the ice racing is over completely now.
It's done, yeah, okay.
It's all done.
Oh, wow.
And I took the cones off that area already.
Right when it starts dumping, they leave.
And then on, 22nd Bridge, I removed those cones. Those are gone, so hopefully nobody walks out there. I did get my 48-inch grader blade for my tractor. Oh, I got that. The ice rink is in pretty rough shape, but there's nothing I can do about that because of the warm temperatures.
Mhm.
Then, are we still gonna kind of discuss a full timer for next year? Do that.
I don't need to discuss it.
I don't need it.
Well, we're gonna have to discuss it to get it, right,
Yeah.
budget,
Oh, okay.
right?
Do you guys all support Kevin's recommendation?
Yes, I did.
Instead of having 2 part-timers.
Yeah,
Yep, I support
So
it.
this would be for next year,
okay.
Okay,
if we can work on putting that in the budget.
So we need to put that, we need to make sure that's aligned.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then,
What do we have?
this one, probably for you, Beth, and see what we can count, if we can get me one of those small pet waste cans. The smaller ones,
Do we have this?
do you guys have?
So,
We talked about this.
no, yeah, I talked to, hi guys, I'm John, with the county, I'm the rec facility manager. I talked to Ryan actually last week,
Okay.
and
Yeah, that's who wants it as well.
And he said, they're having an issue with, dog feces, on the Rutherford Trail, and at that trailhead and that kind of thing. And so I agreed to, just order him basically a freestanding poop bag dispenser with a pole and a little trash can, out of my budget. And then Kevin and Ryan got together and decided that they would install it and pick it up. Pick up the trash.
Yep.
So, yeah. So,
Thank you.
assuming that you guys are okay with that, I will go ahead and order it on Monday.
Thank you. Does that work for you?
Please.
It's good.
Okay,
That's it for me.
thank you,
Thanks, Kevin.
rock star.
So after the, probably, at the end of the month, I'll probably start taking license down.
Okay,
You're looking for 2 full-time starting this summer?
This one, well, right now, it's part-time.
2 part-time.
I just want one
One
full-time,
full-time starting,
January.
yeah,
Next January.
so we have to plan for it in August.
Or you start beginning in March. How about with the budget?
Yeah,
Kevin, when you take the ice rink down, we're probably gonna wanna move some sections of the fence back down to the vicinity of Strauss Park.
Okay.
Just,
Do that.
yeah, probably maybe put it behind the restroom.
is that where we stole that from? We were thinking.
No, we wound up buying it.
Oh,
Yeah, we-
okay.
Rather than spending money every year to
Yeah.
rent it, we just said, give us a deal when we bought it.
When are you gonna start putting that fence up?
Probably not till April at the earliest. And only if we need it,
I'll take it down there.
but, we should probably have some down there, because I'm sure we'll have to block off areas from time to time, so.
And speaking of the ice rink, I know we brought it up early season about not doing it in the Orland Park and doing down the small league. Looked like it worked out pretty good for the.
Got a pond hockey,
Yeah,
yeah, that Zamboni out there and everything.
did they donate the Zamboni to us?
It's still there, I don't think so, it's all beat up.
No, I think that's supposed to stay with us.
Really?
No, man, it wasn't really that fun.
We should.
Oh, was it?
No.
Oh, really?
It's hard to control.
What did you go too fast?
It's old.
Did you skid out?
No, it's just boards.
So I'll make a decision next year whether we buy another liner or move down there. We have time to decide.
Down there's not, so.
Yeah, I,
We got so lucky with that weather.
yeah,
Uh,
I think that's what we should do. I'll pick it up there and get down lower on the timber, so. We'll talk about that next year.
You're ready to move it, just call me and I'll bring my truck. Yeah, it's an easy.
Okay.
We'll get that.
Okay, you're up, Bob.
Okay, just wanted to let everybody know that, this year should be the year to finish Crown Park. Planning things going on since the first of the year, we are fully funded, at least that's my understanding, with a budget and matching funds. The flagstone that's gonna be going in there and the boulders and the capstones for the steep wall are, all here except for one load, which is due maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. Basically they're coming on the weather, and it's up in storage up at the parking lot at the end of Third Street. So all that material is here, and I think the last check went in last week. So that's where we stand. I'm going, recently gone out to, get renewed pricing from Lunsford to go ahead and do the work. We selected them last year. They did the sidewalk, they did a great job with the sidewalk, so I'm comfortable going. And then we'll be getting probably some of the back of the concrete work for the sidewalk. No real changes in scope. I've got a couple of changes. We had talked about, we were planning like to do concrete curbs instead of metal edging around various areas, and after discussing with the landscaper last year, it would seem that the metal edging is more appropriate for where we're gonna go, where we need it. So that, we're back to the metal edging versus what DHM had spec to begin with. I would like to delete the concrete curb around the edge of the parking lot, which is basically up against the wall with the rock wall. It's each side of the deck, the pine tree. Yeah, I think that's a waste of money. I don't see any point in putting a metal edge, concrete edge in there.
Okay.
Does that control drainage at all?
No,
Okay,
the drainage would be the blue line, you see the concrete can, that's all. The blue is the drainage stuff.
oh, is that the concrete drain
Yeah.
thing? Okay,
So that'll help with drainage in there. I think, you know, I think we've done a lot. Kevin has done a lot with grading in there. And putting that excess material so that the final step is probably put gravel down or crushed stone down. And that'll get rid of the mud. But it's not nearly as bad as it used to be. Let's see, the other thing is, it's been proposed, or suggested, I guess, that we go ahead and consider a couple more booths. And there's a picture that I kind of doctored up, as to what it would look like. Basically, the two end, I think this is in your packet. Yeah. It's been proposed to go ahead and close the two booths on the K and A side, right at the entrance to the passageway out to the parking lot. And the driver for that is, that's kind of a cold area. Would help keep the heat in the booths
over there, over there, over here?
there.
Okay,
Because we've already done the ones along where the storage area is. And that's worked out well, I think. We have sufficient material to do, another couple sections. So the cost will be minimal, it will basically be labor and, some hardware and stuff like that. So if that's something that, we want to do, and the thoughts were, it would provide another more or less permanent concession area.
Yeah.
Which could be utilized, more often, although we haven't really done a whole lot with the concession areas, but, summer's coming.
so right now, it should be one big booth. And we're
It's,
gonna,
well, the whole side, right now, the whole side on the K and A side,
yeah,
there's 10 bays in that side,
Yeah.
on that side, and they're able to be partitioned off with a canvas, which is what we use for Christmas market. That seems to have gone over well with the people from Christmas market. I've not heard any negative feedback on that. It's a whole lot cheaper and easier to deal with than.
So is this 2 days or one? You'd be doing two.
We could do 2 bays, so we'd have a double bay, so there'd be an area 16 feet by 8 feet deep.
yeah,
So can you do it, but still have that, if you wanted to make it 2 days, it could be 1 or 2?
Oh, yeah, because the partitioning,
Yeah,
the canvas would still be there.
you can door on both.
There'd be, yeah, we have, just like the
Other one, yeah.
Just like the other one where we could split that,
Yeah.
those are wider, they're 10 by 8.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
that's what we did.
But when we have the material and, the cost would be minimal to go ahead and do that. If that's something you guys wanna pursue, I can work that in over the summer.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be a good idea.
And I suggested this to, the business promotion, they seem to be in favor of it as well. I also suggested they might wanna look at what they charge for, the open booths versus these that have the, the
Yeah.
counter, the built-in counter. This will make it easier if we wanna do things, easy setup.
Yeah.
Like for Slacker and stuff, you don't need to bring tables in, everything, because it's a booth that's gonna shelf at the bottom, so.
I still think that you guys should put taps on the back wall of Bristol.
We could do that. I'll tell you
You
what,
really ought to. Yeah, it's great.
go ahead and have the liquor license for it.
Yep,
That's-
come on, Kevin, I'll help
Yeah,
you.
you're.
Just the infrastructure, that's all, just the infrastructure. We can worry about the
Well,
liquor license.
we will be extending the water because of the plumbing for the irrigation system is gonna come out of this, so we're planning to create an insulated and heated utility closet in that room. That will contain the water meter and, all the controls for the irrigation system and all that.
Yeah.
I didn't get a water meter prepared.
I just think because They call it beer fest.
Okay, funny. Never get softball.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
good.
actually, I was getting ready to put a list of plumbing and stuff together to go by this.
Yeah, that'd be a great idea. Do that.
I think we'll proceed down that line and if you have any other questions, I had suggested in, the current plan is leave the org cart in the general vicinity where it is now, put it so it's more visible and accessible. And then suggested that we put the ore bucket right behind the storage area by the parking lot, so when you park in the parking lot, you can see the ore bucket there. I've asked, the landscaper to come up with a plan of how they might make that look good by maybe flowers spilling out of it or plants or something,
That's a
so
good
it
idea.
kind of looks like it's dumping green stuff.
Do you have a commemorative plaque that you need a place for? Because I thought right behind that ore bucket might be a likely spot.
I don't think we do, we do have the old roots, before we tore them down, there was an older Christmas market. It was maybe 3 feet by 4 feet, something like that, that was painted on plywood.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's in storage up at the Centennial Mill, we can bring that back down. It'd be nice if we had an artist in town that could kind of restore it, because it's pretty weathered, but
I have one.
good, we should look into that. And I mean, there's plans to put displays, highlighting the Jewish community and also Strauss Park history, in the past food area. There's money in the separate budget for that is made available through 501 roads to do that. So somebody else will be taking care of that. Hopefully by the end of this year, we'll be able to get that under as well. Be done with that.
How big is that old spring, Bob?
I'm thinking it's 3 by 4,
Okay.
4 by 5, somewhere, it's in that range. It's not as big as a full sheet of plywood, but it's bigger than a half a sheet.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good size.
When do we do that?
No, Wendell did it 1 or 2.
Where was it on the old?
It was right at the gable end,
Yeah,
right behind the monument.
yeah. I remember.
God, I don't remember it.
I don't either. As soon as you see it, you'll be like,
Yeah.
but I gotta go.
Well, we should, I'll go dig that out and bring it down, put it inside the storage area.
Okay.
The other thing is I need to go ahead and get in contact, I think it's History Colorado that owns that, or the ones that put the monument back like in the 1930s. The stone monument, and 'cause that really needs, I looked that over, and we're gonna look with Ryder, and it needs to be repointed and cleaned up, and
That is not the one that came through Library Park?
Yeah,
it is.
It is.
yeah.
And I think there was some information that I found on that,
It's in the packet, yes. Hey, Bob, where exactly, is the irrigation stretching to? So I'm guessing it goes on the turf, does it go to those 2 trees?
Yeah, the irrigation system will do all the planters
Okay,
and the grass and the turf area. So everything you see in here that's kind of highlighted in green,
yeah,
that's where the irrigation goes.
water going like over to that tree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we doing plants back here? Behind the,
Yes,
yeah,
yeah, so something, I'm thinking maybe some trees or,
yeah. Okay,
there's plans to do that area as well.
and.
The feeding boulders there's, I think half of them or a few of them, there's like, 7 or 8 of them altogether. That are gonna go around the fire pit, between
Yeah.
the seawall and the fire pit, there's 3 or 4 of them that are up on 3rd Street. They're
Wow.
big squarish pieces of rock. They're pretty good.
Oh, what did we ever decide about the parking lot behind Strauss Park, if we were gonna expand that?
That's on my list to look into,
Okay,
whether it goes, it will make, so that'll,
That pine tree is dying.
That pine tree, I'm sure, does not have a lot of years.
I'm sure it's got fatal kill, just like ours, yeah.
Well, and it's, you know, it's a mature tree, it's,
Yeah,
it's what happens to all of us eventually.
Yeah.
it's conceivable, okay.
But that's on my list to see what
Okay,
we would gain by doing that. I got some estimates that it would be don't hold me to, it, but I think it was in the order of like $25,000-$30,000 just to expand, to get rid of the tree and dig that out and put, you know, put the wall in and so forth.
okay,
So we might gain 4 or 5 parking spaces.
that's good,
Yeah, but that's not cheap either.
I know.
And I don't know whether we have sufficient budget to do that. So it's something I need to look at it, see if we can do it.
Awesome, thank you.
Thanks, Bob. All right. Town cleanup day, Epic Day of Service, May 18th, 2024. Parks and Rec change the cleanup days of the days coordinating with Clear Creek Road and the ES.
Everybody good with that?
I'm good with that.
I just have a motion.
Yeah, Tom, what do you think, Tom?
I'm here. I'm sorry I'm late, but I'm here.
We're looking at changing town cleanup day to May 18th to go along with the Epic Day of Service with the Rotary Club.
I think that's amazing. If we can link in with some other people on the same mindset, let's do it.
Okay,
Is that your motion?
make a motion.
I'd like to make a motion for that. To,
I'll
I can only hear so well, but I love what you're saying right there.
All right, all in favor to change our cleanup day to May 18th, go with Rotary.
Aye.
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 There you go. That's a great idea.
I wanted to see, Mary, you've been here all day, John's been at work all day, do you guys wanna go next? Can we bump them?
I'm fine, I'm fine, I mean.
Alright, I just don't, if you guys wanna go home, I wanna give you the.
I'm gonna take you up on that, but I don't really have anything to say, other than I just wanted to get approval if I can buy you some gift bags, that's all. That's the only reason I'm here.
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome.
We'll go pretty quick.
Yeah.
Park Service, are we getting?
I have reached out to them, I just need to wait till the snow stops and see if we can. Oh, I'm sorry, oh my God, I'm gonna forget the name on the spot. The guy, the company that won our bid to do the surveys last year. But we delayed them because we ran money, and now I can't remember the name, but anyway, we had talked about just doing surveys of a couple of our parks and marking them with some flagging, so in case in the future, we want to put a very simple split rail fence along our boundary. I truly believe that good fences make good neighbors. And I think we've already seen a little encroachment into the park areas, as people accumulate more and more cars. So, we just want to kind of protect the park space for park users. And, you know, I think it would be a nice touch and it would, you know, like I said, a simple split rail fence at the end. And I think we really only have enough dollars to do maybe 2 surveys this year,
Okay.
so.
Are they gonna honor the same pricing?
Which ones do you wanna do?
I think we were looking at Meadows for, where we wanna put the skate park. And then, it's up to you guys. We were looking at Greenway Park, but we were also looking at the southeast section of the small lake that was given to us by the developer of the lake. So,
That's right.
Where's it like some parking down
yeah,
there?
I think that's, we should do that one.
okay. Are you guys okay with those 2?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I'll, ask them if we can look at. I don't know how much they could do in the snow. So I'm thinking it might be a little a month or two before we get on that. So, that's my brief update.
Thanks, Josh. All right, consideration of approval of budget adjustment to fund 2 full-time employees for parks versus 1 full-time employee and 2 part-time employees. Correct?
In 2025, so moved.
Wait.
sure you push
So, yeah,
your budgets.
Well, we made sure that we, it was for 1 full-time and,
We want it to be 2 full-time employees next year, right?
Yeah.
oh,
No,
I thought you wanted 1.
seasonal labor.
He's one, then they'll be
Oh,
another.
I'm not counting you, I'm thinking.
Hi, John.
The other one.
So no seasonal people in summer, just 2 full-time.
Yeah, right, okay, got it.
Instead of
Sorry. I didn't, I thought you, like 2 additional guys, next year.
I think.
Yeah.
Now, one's good.
Okay,
Right.
Okay, did you so move?
I
You
did.
did.
I second that.
All in favor?
I,
Perfect. I got Parks Master Plan discussion on there.
Here is the beauty, right here.
Who's that nice?
Yes. Don't yell at me for killing trees. If you've ever been to South Georgia, where the paper mills are, they support the entire community. And they were really happy I cleaned this for me. So, I did have a couple interjection things.
What?
I was in a meeting the other day with GoCo and, just talking about dollars. What grants do they have now? I don't even know what grants they have now. What cycles do they have now? And they said, hey, we have this program. They said, no, you need to go talk to this other program and come back to me for the big bucks for construction. And I said, really? Because when we did the lake trail, they made us do the planning grant with them first. And then they would give us the construction money. And I thought that's how it still works. It does not. They only want us to come for the big bucks. I said, okay. So apparently, and they brought this, there is one here, I'll give you guys some down there. This is a program and it just started talking to them. I made no commitments. It's called UTAP. It is with, you probably know this spot, UC Denver, to the audience or whatever. UC Denver, has a partnership with DOLA. They have, landscape architects who draft renderings for you.
what does UTEP stand?
University of Technical Assistance Program for UCD. And so I just printed a couple, pages, there's extras, I think if you guys wanna see it. I printed a couple pages on their website and stuff, and, you know, these projects are, I want Mary to have one, so please get one.
You want to, I don't know.
And, okay, so. Yeah. I mean, she said these projects are usually, no more than like $5,000 or $6,000, and our match is 10%. So I couldn't say no initially. So I thought this would be a great idea, and so what I did is, in our master plan, we have pages that show each park, and then what we heard in public feedback for what people wanted there. So I sent her these pages for Meadows, and, what else? The 2 parks where we want to do the surveys on. I sent her those pages so she could see it. And because just to do drawings like this, like DHM did for this is really expensive. And we are getting this with some top-notch students, which I think brings a lot of value. One, they're in the know, they're in the industry, they're seeing what park amenities are out there, the technologies that come with it, the sustainability that comes with it. And I just think they are an invaluable asset to what we're looking at. And so I thought you know, if you guys are interested, I'll push on them to help us.
That'd be great, yeah.
And I mean, it requires a letter from Rick saying, yep, we're interested and, you know, and then she'll ping us back with the cost for both parks and then what our match is.
So their max is around 6,000 for the
She
project?
said none of them have gone over that price.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I mean, that's a doable thing.
I know, and when she told me the match is like 10%, I'm like, yeah. So, anyway, I just wanted to, if you guys are cool with that, I'll keep pushing and I'll reach out to Rick and see if he'll do a letter. Yep, and then I'll do one more really quick. Ryan, got the letter from CPW on our compliance of the parks that were built like the 1970s. And, I think it was in our packet, and if you guys saw, we didn't have any issues, that was awesome. But if you notice in the last couple paragraphs of that letter, it says, if you change any of the uses of these parks, you have to ask our permission. And also, we have money if you want to do anything in your parks.
Oh, wow.
So I sent a letter to them too. And I just said, hey, and I sent them a link to our master plan. And I said, what if we want to make Meadows Park a part skate park, a part community garden, a small little kid playground? How do we get your permission to do that? Can we apply for consideration? You know, and so I sent that to him, and I sent him the pictures out of our master plan and said, hey, what do you know, what's the possibility of doing this? And so I haven't heard back from him yet. Of course, he is an intern for CPW. So I'm not sure how overloaded he is, probably really overloaded as an intern. So I just wanted to see, you know, I just want to make sure that before we go too far down the road of doing architectural renderings at some of these parts, that CPW isn't gonna shut us down.
Okay.
So I just want to make sure. But that's it.
Good.
For now.
A lot of work, that's.
Just a couple letters.
I'll leave you later, thank you.
Okay.
All right. I guess Meadows is probably the next step. Anything on that, Tom?
I really haven't got very far with that. I hit up all the skate park building companies and then I've just been swamped, so I haven't really done much with it.
Okay.
I wish I had more to say, but
Tom, let's let these architectural students take a stab.
Yeah,
sounds good, yeah.
Okay.
that'd be a good idea.
No.
Open grant opportunities for consideration. You kind of do that already.
Yeah, I do want to, the grant that we got for Strauss, I want to keep an eye on that one. Cause it's all about revitalizing amenities and parks to generate visitation and sales tax.
We should take a look at what their cycle is for this year.
Yeah,
Because I'm sure we could use some kind of furniture down for one.
yeah,
I know there's tables and chairs floating all over town, but we definitely could use some there and
Yeah,
just here.
signage and, one of the things I had heard was internet access and that kind of
it's
stuff.
huge. It's
So,
huge,
I mean, that, you
yeah,
can look at like the amenities now.
Yeah.
Okay.
The infrastructure is there.
I'll keep my eye out. Deja, I know you're in the know too, girl, so if you hear of any grants that you think might help us or that we can leverage our budget against, is cash.
I don't know what you're allowed to do with it, but someone today was talking about USDA almost always has grant funding left over at the end of the year and that we should apply for stuff.
Doesn't have a letter, Jack.
There's also historic grants, like you did something with that sign, there might be something you could get for that.
I'll take a peek. Alright,
All right, I put this on last month, but I wasn't here, Fossil Place Maintenance Fund options.
I sent Mary a letter too.
Yes, I wanted to explain a couple things. I left you a message. I know you're busy.
Yeah.
But as far as donations go, when, we did the Ben Hoff Trail, those donations were all collected by Hamstring
Mhm,
and then in a lump sum turned over to the town,
mhm,
manageable.
mhm.
People can't just come and, you guys don't have your own funding revenue source.
Mhm.
So, you know, $5 here, $5 there to track that
Too much labor.
is gonna be impossible.
What about,
So, I mean, if
big
Kimberly
donations?
wants to, I'm sorry,
what about big donations?
big donations, I can track.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, if someone wants to be the collector of these small ones and then turn it over,
Kind of like, yeah,
you know, and that money sat in your budget, I think, for 1 or 2 years before
Yeah.
we spent it. And that's easy enough
yeah,
oh, that's nice.
to,
cause she collected it all and then just gave you a lump sum.
right. And the fact that you don't have your own revenue source, you know, it's going into the general fund. It very easily can get convoluted with everything else. And then I talked to, John Gaskins about a donation box, you
Oh, yeah,
mentioned that. And I mean, same thing,
People get,
it'll be 2 weeks before it's vandalized, broken into, and
They can't break it in. If they can't break into it, we've had a couple
Well-
people try, but they weren't able to.
yeah, and you know, who's going to collect the funds and all that. So, I mean, he thought the same thing,
Yeah.
that it's gonna be more of a headache than a benefit, but, I don't know did Kimberly come last time?
Mhm,
And
the last couple times.
so, what are her,
I think that she and some friends would all like to make a donation towards, if nothing else, the stain, the labor to sand it down. So,
We did quite a bit last fall.
I know.
We're gonna continue on this. one.
So were we
Just a thought, I heard that, one of the things that the events coordinator is thinking about is like a bake sale, town bake sale in, I think, April sometime. Could that be turned into a local fundraiser to support upgrading Foster's?
If she wants,
That
yeah.
would be a way that you could make town people aware that, gee, we really would look for some volunteer help to do the work and some money to help pay for the, supplies and so forth. It would fit in with the bake sale
Yeah.
type of thing. So I mean, that may be something you wanna talk to, I mean, would that approach be feasible? Cause I know Ron Brady did that for the stuff that we're gonna be doing in Strauss Park with
Yeah.
history.
And it
stuff.
would be a
It'd be
one-time.
a one-time
yeah,
thing,
no,
one and done.
and same thing too, I mean, large donations too, we can set up a line item, I can keep it there. And if you're gonna use it that year, we can do a supplemental and move it into yours.
Okay.
So we can segregate that, but it's just the small little pieces coming in.
Right.
Yeah.
So I would just talk with Jess, because I know she wants to try and do more local community type
Yep.
reach out stuff down in the park, this summer.
Is she doing it in Easter? Is that when she's doing
I
No,
don't know, when it would be after Easter.
it? April 20th?
I don't know, where. Hang on,
plan.
I can tell you the date. If I can
Like
find it.
lunchy, 420.
Oh. Are we doing special brownies?
It's a bake sale that starts at 4:30.
It starts at 4:20 also.
It's not contain any marijuana.
Yeah, that's what they tell you, and then you eat an entire one and you're trashed. Yeah, okay, that's done that, yeah, I got, it's not starting to find my friends, so. Okay. That's cool, that, I like the idea of that. As like a one-time event to collect the smaller stuff. Then I can at least share with Kimberly the larger donations, just, do you make them town of Georgetown and give them to you?
Everything that comes, any check that comes, I'm gonna say this, to get it out there. Any check that comes to town, or to the town, has to be written Town of Georgetown. The bank will not accept checks that are City of Georgetown, Georgetown Water and Sewer, they're gonna start returning them.
I saw your memo.
When did they start kicking those back?
They start, well, they will start doing it March 31st, but they told us January 1st. That if it's not, even if you just write Georgetown, they won't accept it.
Will they resurrect an ATM,
Yeah, do we get an ATM?
right? I mean,
They're supposed to, as soon as the door that took for a year and a half.
What?
It's open now, though, you can go through it.
Yeah, you can walk through it, and the old door is bricked up.
Mhm.
Could we put a Venmo QR code in the parks? And then
Yeah.
people can Venmo us to the QR code. That might be a way that there's no cash and
Well, then
People
you're getting $2, $5, $10 into a checking account that you all have to code each entry that comes in
Yeah.
to the appropriate place.
What if we open a bank account?
what if
at the
it's,
local bank,
If you had, yeah,
And then Venmo it and then bring you a check.
I have to double check on that, but.
I mean,
that's the-
honestly, we would do better with Venmo codes in every park than if we had a thing that we throw like $2 in there.
Yeah,
That might actually do really well. I just
Yeah.
learned that with my kids' candy bar selling. That if you have Venmo, you will get more money than if you just take cash. So I don't know. If there's a way we
Yeah.
could do that just to the parks department, that might be really good.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
yeah, I mean, if we can open like a bank account or something at the local bank and just have it Venmoed in there and then bring you a check like once a quarter.
That may work.
Yeah. Yeah, cause I see your point of the $2 and $5 via PITA. Okay.
Good. Good idea. Let's see, covered ice cream, covered town, Georgetown, appliance letter, 2024 budget. Here's 2024 request.
We should all have the budget, right?
I don't think it's good, but I got a little page.
I emailed it to all, you had requested it back in January.
Yeah.
Email everybody, so everybody should have it.
Yeah, I got a copy here. Wait.
If I can just explain a couple things.
Yep.
Some of the numbers are different because items that you're requesting had to be moved to someplace else because they're in the wrong line item. But, we had so much money to work with, and unfortunately, you know, things don't, since you're a department and not a fund, your money doesn't roll over. However,
Damn it.
at the end of 2023,
did we have a distribution to the board members?
yeah,
Could we possibly?
I'm buying you a motorcycle or something.
Is it like a commission?
So if you'll just look, things went crazy at the last month. of last year.
Yeah,
See all the yellow on your budget from last year? Those are all line items that are overspent.
yep,
Because we had the toilet fiascos.
yep.
And thanks to Kevin,
Oh,
exactly. I mean, saved us thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
Now
is
it's gonna
that
be
I mean, you had extra water charges for Strauss Park bathrooms. I mean,
is that the maintenance general?
maintenance general is where those toilets.
That's
and
where it
stuff
came from, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just
I'm trying to think, something else horrible happened.
They whipped out that sensor.
Oh, yeah, that sensor in the
what?
warming hut bathrooms.
Oh, and it just froze everything, yeah, that's right.
And you guys went through, for the warming hut bathrooms, in 3 months, 2 months, went through 2 water meters.
Yeah,
Didn't charge you for the first.
yeah.
I did have to charge you for the second.
Are those, is that all vandalism?
I think it's the weatherman left them open. Left the closet open.
Oh.
The weatherman,
For the person checking the weather.
Yeah.
weatherman.
Yeah, so I'm just
You're
thinking,
talking.
Can't trust them.
yeah, so I've seen overage
Oh, that,
and
that's,
the maintenance general.
Here, I can give you
And,
my highlighted sheet, because this is as of today.
Water and Santa Let's. Thank you. And let's see,
Anything in yellow is over.
all right, that whole top 6 rows, that's
Yeah.
your fault. I didn't do that. On water and sewer by $3,000. We are over by $8,000 on the maintenance general. We're. It's in yellow, but I don't think it's over. It
Which
doesn't
one?
have a parentheses.
Oh,
It's,
I might have had a fat marker, sorry.
yeah, we're,
just like.
yeah. It has highlighted like gas and electricity and gas and oil, but I don't know that we have a lot of control over that. And then, oh, the equipment went over by $5,000, but what is that?
There was something, and I'd have to look at the detail, but there was something that came up. It was at the end of the year, we go.
Was it
okay.
the brake liner?
Maybe it was the ring liner that we didn't,
1600.
it was more than 1,600. That we didn't budget for.
I think that was one of the items that came up that we weren't prepared for, I remember,
Yeah,
but.
there was, I'd have to look at the detail, but. I mean, overall, it's not, the reason you didn't come in over percentage wise is because Bob left money for a match in capital outlay to roll over to this year, because that line item does roll over. So Strauss Park should wrap up this year, but I think Bob, last time we talked, you said pretty much everything that's in there is gonna be spent on Strauss Park. You might have a little, I mean, your surveys are probably gonna come out of there. You might have 20,000 coming out of that line item, these guys, that they had discussion.
Well, we roll over 6,000,
Well, we ended up rolling over 1 million.
okay, but we're counting on at least 56,000.
Then you-
To go with the grant funding,
Yeah,
which gives us the budget we're working with is 306,000.
oh, well, then you have way more money in here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they have.
Yeah, oh, even.
I don't.
Yeah,
That's based on last year's pricing, so depending on what we do, we've had some scope adjustments, so
Proceed with caution.
my charter is to make it the 300,000 number.
Yeah, but I mean, when was the last time we priced that out? Was it like 3 and 6? So it's about 12 months.
Last year,
I mean, are we still good with those prices?
probably not, but the scope, you know, it's going the scope a little tighter. We're getting rid of a few things. I know we paid more for the lines by maybe a couple $1,000s than we originally thought, because we, instead of them coming down with, you know, 2 giant trucks loaded with 50,000 pounds of stuff on each one, we had like 5 or 6 loads on the smaller truck, so that cost us more money for transport. But that's all, you know, that's been paid for, but we'll see what we get back for updated pricing. Because we got electrical, you know, the materials order is on order finally. I've been chasing that to make sure the order went in since last November. And they finally placed through the distributor in Denver, finally tracked it down, they finally placed it over the factory, last week. The poor electrician couldn't get an answer on it. Anyway, that's neither here, we'll be close to the 300.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, we should be in the ballpark.
Does the 306 include the 56 or 54,000?
Yes, 56,000,
Okay.
250 from DOLA and,
56 from the capital outlay.
yeah,
So anyway, you will have some money as of right now, unless there's catastrophes, to start like a design project for
Yeah.
something, or fence around one of the parks, and then you can do, you know, if you wanna do more surveys, and they can give you a deal since they're out here anyway, it might be a good thing to look at.
I just, I was looking through the whole town budget. And I promise I'm not being snarky to any of the other commissions, but I wasn't sure why we paid $5,500 in janitorial fees. And town commissions pays nothing, and we have an office here. Got it.
That's you know, I would bring that up with the board. The bathrooms have always been parks. I mean, other than town hall bathroom or, the public park bathrooms. But yeah, it's a good point to bring up, either have a joint meeting with BPC or bring it up to the selectmen, because you're right, it really isn't fair,
Yeah.
but their budget's tighter than yours, I'll tell you that right now. Way tighter.
Even with that pile of cash they just got from lodging tax.
They're not getting the pile of cash. Airbnb, thank you, Airbnb.
Yes,
Yeah.
no, I hear you. I'm just kidding. Okay, I just wanted to ask, because I was like, why?
No, it's a valid point.
No.
And I mean, there's other things too. Why are you paying for the water bill at Roundabout? You shouldn't be.
At where?
Roundabout. It's not a park.
Yeah, Kevin. No. Just kidding.
So, you know,
What would that?
Road and Bridge and Public Works.
no, it's not a road, it's not sidewalks. I mean,
Public infrastructure.
well, it's part, I mean,
It does seem to come under that park umbrella,
yeah.
I would think, but.
I don't know, I
Anywhere
always
you sit.
question that, because,
Is there any person there?
Well,
no,
no, but there's, yeah, on the outside.
on the sidewalk.
On the sidewalk,
No benches.
but I'm just saying, it does seem like it.
Provide a bench.
Since there's not another heading that would
This
be
year.
appropriate.
This year.
It's maintained by Parks and Rec. all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that, yes, but I question, it just doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Smells funny. Yes, no, thank you. Oh. Motion to adjourn, is that what you want?
Sure. I'll second. All in favor?
Steve is giving me the evil eye.
Hi.
You start getting lit. Bye, Tom. Say bye to Tom, I'm turning it off.
Great to see you, Tom.
Love you guys. I'm sorry I couldn't be there.
Slacker.
You are in
This
spirit.
is the best. I'm trying.